Hi readers, Juliana Cashin here. Welcome to the first official Words of Life message. If you're catching this video on YouTube, I have a website called julianacashin.com. It's Juliana spelt with one N. On the website, I have blog posts written by me called A New Way. And the other component of the website is video messages that God has shared with me that I share weekly with you. And over this past week, I was asking the Lord what He wanted to share with you. And God said, tell the people of my deep, deep love for them. So I'm going to start off by reading a verse, one of my favorite verses from the Bible. It's found in Zephaniah 3, verse 17. And it says, your God is present among you, a strong warrior, there to save you, happy to have you back. He'll calm you with his love and delight you with his songs. And I'd like to draw on an example from my own life that happened this week. I am a mom of 3. I have a daughter who is 7, and I have twin boys who are 5, almost 6. And one of my sons had just come out of timeout, and he was grouchy and unhappy from the events that had transpired. And I was in the kitchen, and I asked the Lord, what do I do? And God told me, ask him if you can hold him. So I went closer and I asked him, can I hold you? To which he responded grouchily, no. So I went back to cooking in the kitchen and I asked God again, what do I do? And the Lord told me again, ask him again if you can hold him. So I went closer and asked him, can I hold you? And much to my surprise, this time he said yes. So I picked him up in my arms, and he was kind of kicking his legs a bit, and I gently placed my hands over his legs and held them as if to say, no, no. But now wasn't the time to talk to him about his attitude. And the Lord told me, tell him you love him. So I began to rub his back, and I told him, I love you. And God repeatedly said, tell him I love you. So I said, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Mommy loves you, and nothing will ever change that. And his body began to melt into mine, and his head began to rest on my shoulder. And when I set him down, here's the kicker, friends. The Lord told me, Juliana, you are not much different than your son. When you're angry, you put up walls and distance between me and you. And all the while I keep asking, can I come closer? Can I hold you? Will you let me soothe you with my love? Friends, it's not enough to know in your heads that God loves you. You need to experience it for yourself. His love transforms us. It melts us. But many times we have put up walls to distance ourselves from God, and yet God keeps asking, can I come into that hurt? Can I come and minister to your deep ache? Can I heal you? With that, why is it important to have this revelation of God's love? Without a revelation of God's rich and his abundant love for you, friends, you will spend your entire life trying to find an answer to that question that's deep inside of you that asks, am I lovable? Am I important? Am I seen? Do I matter? And you will go through a whole host of ways to look for that answer, whether it's through approval, through affirmation from men or women, from our accomplishments, through food. There's a whole host of ways that we do that. And we go to those people to those things to find out what the answer is. But what if that answer is not met in a response that we would like to have? It's devastating. And it will either drive you to try harder or to find other ways, or you will believe that based on the answer, you are in fact unlovable, that you are not seen, and that you don't matter. It's heartbreaking. I'm going to read I'm going to finish with a passage as a prayer over you from Ephesians 3, verses 14 to 20. And this is from the Message version. It says, "My response is to get down on my knees before the Father, this magnificent Father who parcels out all heaven and earth. I ask him to strengthen you by his Spirit, not a brute strength, but a glorious inner strength that Christ will live in you as you open the door and invite him in. And I ask him that with both feet planted firmly on love, you'll be able to take in with all the followers of Jesus the extravagant dimensions of Christ's love. Reach out and experience the breadth, test its lengths, plumb the depths, rise to the heights, live full lives, full in the fullness of God. God can do anything, far more than you could ever imagine or guess or request in your wildest dreams. He does it not by pushing us around, but by working in us, within us, his Spirit deeply and gently within us." So where are the places in your heart that God needs to come and soften? He does this for you. His love softens us. It causes healing, it causes restoration, and it causes freedom. He can do this for you. It's his great delight. He is well equipped to come into your midst and make his love real to you in exactly the way you need to see it, in exactly the way you need to hear it, in exactly the way you need to feel it. And he'll do this over and over and over for you. It won't stop. It won't stop. I'm praying for you, friends, that God will show you over and over his extravagant and his reckless love for you, because his love keeps coming and it keeps coming after you. I love you, friends, and I'll see you next week. Bye.